Are your plants looking lackluster despite your best efforts? What if I told you there's a powerful natural farming technique that could transform your struggling plants into vibrant, thriving specimens using nothing more than sprouted grains and water? This isn't another complicated fertilizer formula or expensive garden gadget. This is sprouted grain tea, or SST, a revolutionary plant elixir that's rapidly gaining popularity among organic gardeners and natural farming enthusiasts, who are achieving remarkable growth results that put chemical fertilizers to shame. Picture this. You walk into your garden tomorrow morning and notice something extraordinary. Your tomatoes are suddenly more vigorous, your herbs are bursting with aromatic oils, and even that struggling houseplant in the corner has perked up with fresh green growth. This transformation isn't fantasy. It's the real power of sprouted grain tea, a cutting-edge natural farming technique that turns ordinary grains into a concentrated nutrient solution your plants will absolutely devour. Modern organic gardeners have discovered that when grains sprout, they undergo a remarkable transformation. The dormant seed awakens, releasing a surge of enzymes, amino acids, and growth-promoting compounds that would normally fuel a young plant's explosive early growth. By capturing these nutrients in liquid form, we're essentially bottling nature's own plant growth formula. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. You're not forcing artificial nutrients onto your plants, but rather offering them the same life-giving compounds that fuel all plant growth in nature. This innovative approach has emerged from the modern natural farming movement, where growers constantly seek sustainable alternatives to synthetic fertilizers. While various cultures have long understood the nutritional value of sprouted grains for human consumption, their application as plant fertilizer represents a brilliant adaptation of this ancient wisdom to modern growing practices. When a grain begins to sprout, something magical happens at the cellular level. The seed's stored starches convert into simple sugars, proteins break down into readily available amino acids, and dormant enzymes spring to life. This biochemical awakening creates a nutritional profile that's far more bioavailable than the original grain, making it perfect plant food when extracted as tea. The sprouting process essentially pre-digests the grain's nutrients, breaking them down into forms that plant roots can immediately absorb and utilize. Think of it as the difference between giving someone a whole steak versus a perfectly prepared broth. Both contain nutrition, but one is immediately usable while the other requires significant energy to process. Your plants will thank you for this consideration by responding with visible growth improvements within days of the first application. Unlike synthetic fertilizers that can burn plants or create nutrient lockout, sprouted grain tea provides gentle, balanced nutrition that works in harmony with your soil's ecosystem. The organic compounds in the tea actually feed beneficial soil microorganisms, creating a living network that continues to support plant health long after the initial application. This is regenerative gardening at its finest. You're not just feeding your plants, you're building a sustainable foundation for long-term garden health. The science behind sprouted grain tea's effectiveness lies in its rich concentration of plant growth regulators, particularly cytokinins and auxins, which naturally occur in high concentrations during the early sprouting phase. These hormones trigger cell division, root development, and overall plant vigor in ways that synthetic fertilizers simply cannot replicate. Creating this garden elixir requires nothing more than common grains and patience. The best results come from using organic barley wheat or brown rice, though you can experiment with combinations for different nutritional profiles. Barley tends to produce the most enzyme-rich tea, while wheat offers excellent amino acid content, and brown rice provides gentle, balanced nutrition perfect for sensitive plants. Begin your sprouted grain tea journey by selecting high-quality organic grains. About 2 cups will make enough concentrate for several weeks of feeding. Rinse the grains thoroughly, then soak them in clean water for 8 to 12 hours. After soaking, drain the grains and place them in a sprouting jar, or simply a bowl covered with a damp cloth. Keep them in a dark, warm location. Something like 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit works perfectly, and rinse them twice daily with fresh water. Within 2 to 3 days, you'll see these tiny white shoots emerging from the grains, and honestly, that's exactly what you want. Once the sprouts are about the same length as the grain itself, they're ready for brewing. Don't let them get too long, since the nutritional peak really occurs in these early sprouting stages. The sprouted grains should have a fresh, slightly sweet smell. Any sour or off odors mean the batch should be discarded and started fresh. To brew your tea, just combine 1 cup of fresh sprouted grains with 4 cups of non-chlorinated water in a large pot. Heat the mixture to just below boiling, which is around 180 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit, and maintain this temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes. You're not making a rolling boil here. Gentle heat extraction preserves the delicate enzymes and growth factors that make this tea so effective. The finished tea should have a light amber color and a pleasant, slightly sweet aroma. After brewing, you'll want to strain out the grain material and let the concentrate cool completely. This concentrated tea needs to be diluted before use, so you just mix 1 part tea concentrate with 10 parts water for most applications. The diluted tea should be used within a week for maximum potency, though the concentrate itself can be refrigerated for up to a month. The application method you choose can, honestly, dramatically impact your results. For established plants with healthy root systems, soil drenching delivers nutrients directly to where they're needed most. Just pour the diluted tea slowly around the base of your plants, allowing it to soak deeply into the root zone. This method works exceptionally well for vegetables, fruit trees, and established perennials that can efficiently uptake nutrients through their extensive root networks. Foliar application, on the other hand, provides rapid nutrient absorption through leaf surfaces and works wonderfully for plants under stress or those needing a quick boost. Use a fine spray bottle to mist leaves in the early morning or late evening, avoiding the heat of midday sun, which can cause leaf burn. Young seedlings, houseplants, and plants recovering from transplant shock respond particularly well to foliar feeding with sprouted grain tea. The transformation timeline varies by plant type and growing conditions, but, most gardeners notice initial improvements within 5 to 7 days of the first application. Vegetable plants often show increased vigor and deeper green foliage within a week, while flowering plants may take 2 to 3 weeks to display enhanced bloom production. The key is consistent application. Use the tea weekly during the growing season for established plants or bi-weekly for more mature specimens. One of the most remarkable aspects of sprouted grain tea is its versatility across plant types. Tomatoes treated with this natural elixir often produce more robust stems and increased fruit set, while herbs like basil and cilantro develop more intense flavors and aromatic oils. Even houseplants benefit tremendously. That finicky fiddle-leaf fig or struggling peace lily can experience renewed growth when treated with properly diluted sprouted grain tea. The scientific basis behind these results lies in the unique combination of growth hormones, enzymes, and amino acids present in sprouted grains. These compounds work synergistically to enhance root development, improve nutrient uptake, and boost the plant's natural defense mechanisms. Unlike synthetic fertilizers that provide only basic macronutrients, sprouted grain tea delivers a complex nutritional profile that supports every aspect of plant health and vitality. While sprouted grain tea can work miracles for your plants, it's most effective when integrated into a comprehensive plant care strategy. Think of it as a powerful supplement rather than a complete replacement for good gardening practices. Your plants still need appropriate light, proper watering, and healthy soil as their foundation. The tea simply amplifies their ability to thrive within these optimal conditions. Soil health remains paramount in any successful garden, and sprouted grain tea actually contributes to long-term soil improvement by feeding beneficial microorganisms. Timing your applications for maximum impact requires attention to your plant's natural growth cycles. Common troubleshooting issues usually stem from concentration problems or application timing. Storage and preparation consistency are crucial for reliable results. Always use clean equipment when sprouting and brewing to prevent contamination, and trust your nose. Fresh sprouted grains and properly brewed tea have pleasant, earthy aromas. This innovative natural farming technique offers modern gardeners a sustainable, effective alternative to synthetic fertilizers, while connecting us more deeply with nature-based growing practices. By incorporating sprouted grain tea into your garden routine, you're not just feeding your plants. You're participating in a cutting-edge approach to nurturing growth that honors both the plants we grow and the soil that sustains them. The journey to garden transformation begins with a simple cup of grains and the patience to let nature work its magic. Try this method with a few plants first, document the changes you observe, and, prepare to be amazed by the results. Your garden will never be the same, and you'll have discovered a technique that's revolutionizing how organic gardeners approach plant nutrition naturally and sustainably. Ready to unlock this natural farming breakthrough in your own garden? Start sprouting your first batch of grains today and share your results with our community in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the Living Soil Lab for more cutting-edge natural gardening techniques and, hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries in organic plant care. Your plants are waiting for this transformation, and so are we.